Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and I'm back with another 8-minute video. And you know, my videos are really, hopefully, helping you cut down your learning curve in network marketing. Been in network marketing for 18 years. I've rode the roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. That's the reality of it. You have these incredible highs, and you definitely have lows. So there's a game we play. You want to stay up on the high side as much as possible, because what'll happen is you're going to go back down the roller coaster. That's life. But the next climb up is bigger because of your activity that you've done previously. And that's kind of just a weird way of explaining residual income. And so, I mean, if you were looking at it on a graph, you would see that it's not a straight line to success or to where you ultimately want to be, that it's kind of a wavy line that goes up and down. Your goal is to stay in the down as little as possible. That's your personal activity. That's your personal prospecting. That's your personal sales. You want to stay down as little as possible, and you want to stay up as much as possible. That's a game, right? That's a game. That's the way I look at this business. It's a game. And so if you can stay up on the mountaintop longer, then residually, the people that you have brought on board to work the business, see, their peaks and valleys are going to be a little bit different than yours. And if you get enough business builders on your team, what happens is your personal side is always going to have ups and downs, right? I mean, nobody's going to recruit 10 people a week for the next 50 years. It's not going to happen. But what happens is you have attracted enough business builders to your team that the residual portion of our business takes place. So, and that's critically important. That's people like you who are bringing aboard customers. And they also bring aboard people like you who want to build a business and earn some extra income. That's the simplicity of it, right? And you're always going to have a lot more customers, and you should have significantly more customers than you do business builders, entrepreneurs, whatever you call them. But you know, I'm on the subject known as social media. It's about 15 months ago that because of circumstances completely out of our control, we ended up switching companies, left a company where I was successful, and, you know, glory to God, was able to bring some key people here after that situation ended, and started building here. It's, truthfully, we're not where we were, but we're building, and the future looks brighter than it ever has. Matter of fact, I would say not only brighter, but faster. That's my personal experience. That's not trying to sell you on anything or convince you of anything. It's just going really well here. But that was a legacy company that changed the rules of the game on us, so to speak. And as a legacy company, it had a lot of people that were used to doing business the way it was, you know? I mean, it was really just face-to-face and telephone forever until this thing called the internet. And then, you know, 10 to 15 years ago, this thing called social media exploded. Yes, for all of you purists, I know there are social media things like MySpace and other things that have been around longer. But in reality, the explosion happened, you know, around 10 years ago, and it's been growing ever since, where it's now absolutely human beings that have access to the internet's number one way of communicating to other human beings. So I get a call from one of those long-term legacy leaders that built an amazing business, really in the days of talking to people and being on the phone only, and lots of, you know, home events, big, you know, hotel room events. And listen, I'm not knocking any of that stuff. I gotta be honest with you. If they're going to have a person-to-person conversation, it's going to go faster and better. If I can have a phone conversation, it's going to go faster and better. It's just, that's not where the public is. You know, you can push on that rope all you want, and you will still have some face-to-face. And eventually, and especially on the business side, you're going to have, you know, whether it's a Zoom or a phone call with people who want the business. You're not going to build this business without relationships. So let's just knock that nonsense off. I mean, it just doesn't work. So his question was, because I was kind of a pioneer and a renegade in the previous company on social media, okay, you got to teach me everything you know. And, you know, you do one of those things. You know, I shared, and of course you can only do in an hour and a half conversation, a very top line, you know, almost a Cliff Note version of what you know, and share that with someone, and you give them the things that can work right now, and then you say, hey, there's these other things, but I would focus on these things right now. And guess what? That guy has built, you know, an incredible organization that's winning. And the number one reason was he was teachable. You know, he might be an old timer in the business, but he wasn't an old timer in his mind. And now, I mean, his organization really leads this new company that we're a part of, and that's really great. Great. So what did I teach him? The stuff that's in these videos. You know, go back, if you haven't, and listen to the videos. We're not that far along in this series on social media, and I've got more to share with you. I got the breakthrough stuff coming up. How do you get the breakthrough? See, you get the breakthrough after you do the foundational stuff I've been talking to you about. And the foundational stuff is critical. I mean, that's the tackle and blocking stuff is never going to end. It's morphed. The basics of our business has morphed from just talking to people, just using the phone, to tapping into this limitless potential in social media. And you know, I'll finish with this because that was a long way to go to tell you that if you're listening to these, you can build an epic business just like the guy that called me 14 months ago, because he knew the world had changed. You see, he had a big business, but you know, at that point it becomes pretty residual. You know, you kind of, there's some minimum things you can do, and then the rest of it, you've built it over time, and it's a great place to be in network marketing. But you guys, if you listen and follow this, I will put you where you want to be. Now, you're the one who has to take the activity, and I'm not trying to sell you on me. And by the way, I didn't invent a single thing coming out of my mouth. I've already told you, I'm School of Hard Knocks. Like, just keep doing it, and you'll learn if you want it to work. And I have followed experts in this field for close to 15 years. I've been following experts like Gary Vee, Grant Cardone. Well, Bob, they're not in network marketing. I don't care what they're in. They understand social media. And certainly I follow lots of the top network marketers on the planet Earth. So here's the deal. Go back and listen to those earlier videos. And then the next set of videos is going to unlock the potential for you too. So, hey, let's go.